Hello, I am Sri Lakshmi Nimmagadda. I am Managing Director at Vinvision Eye Hospitals. I am a cataract and a refractive surgeon. As all human beings are not same, even the cornea is also not same. Cornea is the one which is like a transparent watch glass kind of material where the rays pass through that, and then the image is focused through the lens inside our eye. And you know, our eyes are really compared with a camera. So this cornea, most of you, if you are a contact lens wearer, you know your contact lens is applied on the cornea itself. So the cornea is the part where we perform laser. Before surgery, LASIK procedure, we would like to see how the cornea is shaped, how much thickness this particular cornea has. So by doing this laser, will there be any risk involved or is completely safe? To see that, there is a screening method before. Based on that screening method, we will select the case and then we go ahead with the LASIK procedure. So this femtosecond LASIK is playing a major role in completing the procedure without any risk involved. As has already mentioned, certain corneas are very steep, more than 46-47 diopters, or some are very flat, maybe around 40-41 diopters. So these things we will know through a screening method, either through Pentacam or through OBSCAN. There are various advanced screening devices which can figure it out whether what kind of cornea it is. Once we know that if it is too steep a cornea or too flat a cornea, blade procedure, this microkeratom LASIK is not really recommended, since it can end up in a disaster. You cannot get a complete flap. You can either get an incomplete flap or a buttonhole flap. That means we cannot go ahead with the second procedure of passing the laser. So that's where this femtosecond laser is very important. Any kind of cornea, the shape of the cornea, it will not consider. It is very safe here. We can make a very smooth, precise and perfect flap. Diameter also can be, we can achieve if you want a 9 millimeter diameter or 8.8. In people having plus power, larger diameters are required. In minus power individuals, less diameter. So we can program it on this machine and we achieve the desired diameter using this technology. So far we have discussed about the first step of the LASIK, where to make a flap that can be done either with a blade or a femtosecond laser. So now to complete the procedure, the correction laser, that's this excimer laser we call. It has pretty accuracy, speed. Within no time your laser will be completed on this machine. After having the first step of flap making either with a femtosecond laser or a microkeratom blade, the next step is to complete the procedure by performing the corrective laser, that is the excimer laser. Depending on the power, it can be -1 or -2, 10 or whatever. So this is the laser which does that function. All these excimer procedures, the technology has been evolving in LASIK procedure. We categorize as quality vision and quantity vision. Quantity is something where you can get away from complete power, like whatever your power you have, plus or minus, from -1 to -10 or whatever. But then the quality is the utmost important. Having both quantity and quality is the perfect vision. To achieve perfect vision, these new technologies have been based on giving you the incredible outcomes, like one should not feel the night vision disturbances. That was the most disturbing thing. Initial LASIK procedures have given that kind of outcome. So to get away from that, the new technologies are known as wavefront guided or wavefront optimized or customized. All these new software programs are available on this machine, so that one can get that complete perfect vision without any night vision disturbances like your glare and halo problems. Pricing is little bit higher, though it has a range from both for both the eyes together, because LASIK we usually do at a time. From the lowest range is from 80,000 to 1,20,000. Some people are not really suitable for LASIK. What is not suitable? The corneal thickness? No, it's just not the corneal thickness which decides your LASIK outcome with complete safety. That is the other parameters we have to look into. So there are nice devices like OpScan, Pentacam, all these devices like Sirius. There is one more new technology where you can figure it out whether your procedure is completely safe or not. Suppose you are not suitable for LASIK, what is the other alternative? The other alternative is known as ICL, or implantable contact lens, wherein we implant a lens inside the eye. Since it sits at the nodal point of the eye, it gives pretty high definition vision, sometimes even much better than LASIK.